Welcome back everybody to another episode of Kerbal Space Program, episode 3 today. Today's episode we're going to be trying to go to the moon. Well, we're going to fly by the moon, we're not going to the moon today. We have designed a new rocket here. We have 4 solid fuel boosters, a bunch of space tape, a bunch of fuel tanks, and some fins to hopefully keep us alive, as well as some sciencey things. Without further ado, let's go ahead and launch in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, so we got ourselves up in the air. So far, so good. It's the little victories that matter most. So about 1,500 meters, we'll start our gravity turn. 13, 14, and 15. Let's go ahead and start tilting over here ever so slowly. And the goal here is to get into a lunar flyby with hopefully a free or very inexpensive return trip back to Kerbal. Just because we're probably not going to have a bunch of fuel to spare and use on the way back. We are certainly restricted by the parts that we have available to us. And there we are. That's going to give us a little bit more maneuverability. So we're about 17,000 meters up. What's our apoapsis? It's about 40,000 right now. So welcome back, episode 3. This is certainly one of my favorite series to play and to record for you guys, just because it is very you never know. You never know with this game what's gonna happen. Everything could be going right, and then you make one mistake and explode in the atmosphere. So let's follow our apoapsis back up here. And we're going to be going for... oh wow. Is it... so maybe do like a 73, 74, 75? That looks good to me. We're gonna create our maneuver node and get into an orbit around Kerbal with any luck. Can we... there we go, that's a pretty good orbit actually. So we'll come on down. So we need about 15. Whew. That is a tall order for rockets such as this. We're just going to turn on over here to our maneuver node, and we're going to start our burn here momentarily actually. About... we could probably even start it. Could probably even start it right now, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and throttle up here, and we will see how this goes. We don't have a ton of fuel to be using on this rocket. We are just using the 200 tanks. Not super great. We don't have asparagus staging at all. This tank is about done. This tank is going. God, look how fast I'm going down too. And you can see our rocket kind of wobbling because of the weight distribution. This stage is about done here for us. There we are. So just need about 800 more. Might be okay actually here, depending on what kind of situation we get into as we try to get to the moon. We might be okay. Ooh, we're about 200 right now. We still have to get into an encounter. It's going to be a tall order, my friend. There we are. So that's going to signify that we are in fact in an orbit around Kerbal. So 8762. I'd like this to be a little bit higher, personally. Maybe like 70? That'd make me feel better about this entire situation. 69, go! That'll do. That'll do for now. Let's see what kind of situation we can get into here. Let's slow it down, slow it down. So that's not bad. Estimated burn of 25 seconds. So we're just gonna time warp to the maneuver node. Ever so slowly. Ever so slowly. We will get there. How are we doing? How's our electric charge? We're good on electric charge, and we'll be generating more once we start our burn. Man, this node is going to take quite some time to get to. Hopefully we'll be able to speed up some more time here soon. Wait, 861. How much fuel do we have? Oh, we are so low on fuel. You might get stuck, Jeb. Can we... Oh, gosh. There we are. Okay. So we're pretty low on our periapsis for our orbit. But once we get over here, we can certainly time warp a little bit better. And as we approach, we're going to slow down, of course, so we can hit our node. Good. That seems good. Oh gosh, we still have to get to the node. Okay, not a perfect maneuver. Let's see how our fuel is looking here. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so very close. So at 80, 60. Where's that get us? Not even a little bit close. Oh. Okay. That might be fine, actually. We still get our flyby. And we can reduce that. I feel good about this. Let's warp to there. Fantastic. And hopefully we don't just careen into the moon here. Oh, we're coming in real close though. So let's tell you what, let's go ahead and do our crew report. Let's go ahead and observe the material bay. Fantastic. And we're gonna do one of the mystery goos. Because now we're gonna be coming in really close to the moon. Oh gosh. We're so very close. Oh. Okay, can we do... This should be space near. Yes. Beautiful. Alright, let's close that guy up. And hopefully not collide with the moon. Nope. We nailed it. When I saw 9,000, that could have been real bad. So our periapsis is actually very high. Can we... Okay, let's go ahead and try this. We're going to be burning... We're still in time warp? We are. Okay, so we're going to be... Let's go ahead and start burning and try to get our periapsis down. We probably should be doing this from our apoapsis, but this might work for us even still. So we're at 30 units of fuel. Yeah, we should be good here. And let's go ahead and do one of those so we're not coming directly at the planet here. We're going to get rid of this maneuver node. Whoa. Whoa. Let's go ahead and warp there. Beautiful. And at this point, let's go ahead and jettison our last stage. Woo! Okay. And then we want to point retrograde so that our heat shield absorbs, hopefully, most of the heat as we go through the atmosphere, and it begins. We're counting on you, Jeb. We have a lot of science here that we don't want to lose. I'm amazed this antenna is still even anywhere close to being serviceable. Oh, and there goes our tanks, or tank, as it were, up there. So we're actually coming in at a pretty good pace here. So our periapsis is still... Man, that needs to come down quite a bit, actually. I don't imagine we're going to be able to escape and do another orbit around the planet with our periapsis so low. That could be disastrous for our heat shield. So still coming down, still coming down. Speed is declining. How are we looking? How are we looking? Perfect, perfect. Okay, so it looks like we'll be coming down here relatively soon. So we're about 23,000 meters up in the air. With too much science to lose. Jeb looks calm. So we're at 20, still bleeding off some of this velocity here. We have been in the atmosphere for quite some time. But it should be over. So can we time warp? Is this the worst idea? Seems to be working. Does it not? Perfect. We will point to retrograde, thank you. And as we get closer and our speed declines, we should be able to pop our chutes soon. They still say risky, safe, safe. So we'll throw our chutes into the air and then time warp down. And they should fully deploy here pretty soon. There we are. And now we will just glide ever so gently down into the ocean with no problems at all. So we got our contract complete, we got quite a bit of money out of it. 8 science, some reputation. Most of that science is going to come from the experiments we did, as well as recovering the vessel from the flyby. The next mission is probably going to be, I would imagine orbiting the moon. We're going to have to start looking at some of the lander parts, because that mission is coming up very, very soon for us. And as it is right now, we are very, very underprepared for such an undertaking. 2, 1, let's slow her on down. Let's get an EVA going. Can we do an EVA? No. Can we do surface samples, I wonder? Let's not risk it. Let's just recover the vessel and be happy with where we're at. So we're coming back with a ton of science. So, recovery of a vessel returned from a flyby of the moon, that gave us 12. And all the science we did gave us quite a bit more. We're at 169. We got pretty good funds back from recovered parts. Jebediah got 2 XP. And we can even recover some of these parts over here. And let's take a look at mission control. So rendezvous 2 vessels, don't want to do that. Science data from space around the moon, we can definitely do that. Science data from surface of the moon, I don't know if we can do that. Explore Duna. It's interesting that they put Duna before Minmus. Usually it goes Moon, Minmus, and then Duna. Or if you prefer, you could also do Minmus before the moon. It's a little bit easier to get there and back. Let's take a look at R&D. So quite a bit of science to spend. We're definitely going to need some batteries if we want to go for an orbit, especially if we want to go for a landing of the moon. We're definitely going to be needing those. For the landing, we're definitely going to be needing the 909. And that's also going to give us some better fuel tanks, so that's something to look forward to. Oh, we can do asparagus staging too, though. That's going to be so very beneficial for us. And that's probably what's going to propel us to do orbits and landings on the moon. Let's see what else we can do, though. We have tricouplers, which we don't particularly need. Airplane parts, which we don't particularly need. We do have some landing systems and a better or bigger heat shield, as it were. So it'd be 90. Ooh. So we have to decide between better landing struts or asparagus staging, which I think is a pretty obvious choice. I think we're gonna go for asparagus staging, but we will find out for sure next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and we will see you next time.